Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today. Updates, things I've done today to move me forwards closer towards the speaking goals. And it's been a very busy day. First of all, I got my new lights. In fact, here we go. Check it out. Got two of them. They're only small, but they're nice and portable. And you get them set up at a 45-degree angle, and it makes a big difference to the picture. So I'm just going to turn these off, turn that one off, turn that one off, and there's the graininess. So I noticed this doing a session, one of these videos just the other night. They're about 45 quid, these lights. I probably haven't got them quite set up yet. I think they're a bit bright, a bit harsh. But it's definitely better. And I used them on a presentation this morning. And it definitely makes a big difference to the backdrop as well. Because if the background isn't lit properly, then I think that's part of the problem with the sort of the halo effect that you get. Anyway, so yes, I did a presentation this morning. It was a 60-minute taster session to an engineering slash consultancy group of about 250 graduates and apprentices. So it was a really big group, and I think they got about 1,000 across the whole group, across the whole company. So it was first come first served, 250 spaces max, and it got to the max capacity, and it was a really good session. I was kind of surprised in some ways because it was on Teams, and I'm used to using Zoom. Doing Teams a little bit. I prefer Zoom for sure. But it was just a bit clunky to begin with. So maybe it was because there were so many people on it. Who knows? But I just couldn't get my slides to show up in the background. So I was having to talk and try and figure this out as well. Then things kept locking. Then chats kept coming up and covering up my screen. I couldn't see myself because I was tiddly tiny, so I couldn't see what everyone else was seeing. So it was technically harder to deliver on Teams, but really pleased with the levels of engagement that we got through the sessions and really lovely feedback afterwards as well, which was nice. And that was kind of a taster for them, and hopefully it'll lead to some more work, and we'll get some more regular sessions to support their early careers through this stage. So that was that. And the rest of the day really has also been presenting. And it was funny because it was like I was saying this in a video I recorded earlier to my Boost group. If I'd gone to a conference room or a big venue and I delivered a session to 250 people, I'd be buzzing at the end of it. I mean, I was buzzing during and at the end of it. But the weird thing is, with doing it remotely, you close down your laptop, and then that's it. It's finished. You're just back in the room. So there isn't any sort of transition from delivery to just being by yourself again. It happens in an instant like that. And I'm used to it now, but certainly that was really throwing me for a little while. I had to figure out what it was. I was kind of had this feeling of emptiness and loneliness. In a way, it was really weird, and I expect it now. I anticipate it, so I know that it's coming, and that I need to build in something after finishing a presentation as I move on to the next, before I move on to the next task. But yeah, it just making me think of what it's been like in the past when I have delivered to 250 people, to nice big audiences like that, and then the buzz just continues for quite a long time afterwards. It's like, I've got to midday. It's like, oh, what have I done today? I haven't really achieved anything. Oh yes, actually I have. I've just done the presentation. Anyway, so that went well. But I've just got such a busy period coming up. I've talked about this before. I'm into this crazy 2-3 week phase now, probably 4 weeks actually. From now to the middle of December is just really, really busy. Tomorrow I'm delivering a session to another company, not graduates, apprentices, but it is through Gen Healthy Minds. Then on Wednesday I've got another session to the same company, but now it's the senior leadership team, 150 of the senior leaders, and it needs to be through a different platform that I've not used before. We did a tech check on it this evening, which was interesting. Probably could have just had a 10-minute run through. Here's how you use the platform. That probably would have been enough, but I had a couple of my questions answered, so it's fine. But I can't do slides as background, so I've got to share my screen. So I'll have to. It'll be fine. I just need to think a little bit more about that, and I've got to make sure I'm efficient with my time now because I haven't got much of it. Because even tonight I've got to spend a little bit more time just finishing off this presentation for tomorrow. Tomorrow, after I've done that delivery, I've then got to spend the afternoon working on this delivery for Wednesday, finishing that off. I've got the bones of it. Just need to put it into a different slide format and make sure it all comes together. And then I've got the day off on Thursday, as in from presenting, and then I'm presenting again on Friday, and then it's into the craziness of next week. So busy times for sure. But it's good. I feel like I'm on top of it at the moment, but then I'm only a day into it, so we'll see what I'm feeling like tomorrow. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'm feeling a lot more organised at the moment than I've ever been, which is good. And then another inquiry came in as well, just to finish off the day. So just Downing Tools, I think a thing popped up, so I checked it out. It could be promising. It's a big company, really big international company. But anytime anybody uses the word, we're looking for a cost-effective solution. So your definition of cost-effective might be different to my definition of cost-effective. For me, if I can have an impact to make a difference to lots of people because it's been delivered virtually, then surely that's very cost-effective. But if it means that someone's looking for something that's going to be cheap, then that's where my little kind of spidey senses start freaking up. But I've been wrong before, so we shall see. I'll follow that one up tomorrow. I'm behind on a couple of things as well, particularly around the follow-up to the bank inquiry, a scoping call that I did last week, and also some NHS things I need to follow up with too for that gig which I've got coming up at the end of or the middle of December. So I'm behind on a couple of things. I've got them on my planner. I'll be getting onto them first thing tomorrow before I do my other prep work. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness for the planner. Anyway, there we go. There's my check-in for the day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.